Vegas was fun last week.
Yeah, why were you there? What was happening?
Just because everybody else was taking like weeks of leave off for the summer, and I'm like, well, shit, I got use or lose leave, so the hell with it. And I ended up getting an email from MGM Grand for, free room minus, except still had to pay the resort fees. But, so it's like, yeah, the hell with it. I'll go to Vegas.
Okay.
So went and saw Weird Al Yankovic. Just started his new season or new tour and residency at the Venetian.
Right.
So awesome show.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to see him.
Okay.
And went to the Continental Hotel in Vegas now. They have a John Wick experience.
Oh, and what happens in the John Wick experience?
Well, it's basically like some escape rooms and things like that. So, you go in, you're on Continental ground, they're taken to your room, and then things take a twist as they're checking you into your room, and you become excommunicado because you assisted John Wick. So it goes through a series of rooms and events, a lot of great acting in each of the rooms and stuff. But basically, I now have a $900,000 bounty on my head, and
holy shit,
excommunicado from the high table. So, and my buddy I was like third highest. My buddy had 1.25 million. He was like second highest bounty.
What determines the price of your bounty?
I don't know. So when you check in, you had to sign a waiver and everything. So it's like we get in, we enter the elevator, they're going to take us to our room, and all of a sudden the lady's like, "Oh, wait, she's talking on her earbud. Oh, well, things have changed. We got to take you to see the manager." And you come out of the elevator in the accounting room where the bounty board is.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, you must be here for interviews for the job, blah, blah, blah." She runs around. She's like, "Oh, well, I'll be back. I got a tube coming down, read it when he gets here." So all of a sudden we're searching the room, and about that time the bounty board rattles, and then all of a sudden here comes everybody in the group's name up on the board.
And so it begins.
Yeah. So it was fun. The manager's like, "Oh, I've been able to buy you an hour before your privileges at the Continental are taken away. So with that, I've got an hour. I will do everything to get you snuck out of the hotel before the hit squad from the high table gets here."
Yeah.
But somebody's got to take a marker out for this favor. So somebody had to do a marker. So it was fun. It was
wow. It sounds wild.
If you like John Wick, it was fun.
You didn't have to do any weird gun fu or anything?
We did do some shooting. So we had a tasting.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, we had a tasting, and then he's like, "Well, we're going to get you trained. It looks like some of you need some extra, lessons." So we move into a shooting range with holographic shooting range. And then partway through that, they're like, "Oh, wait. What do you mean they're in the building? It's still not, there's still, part of the hour left. Like, why are they here now?" And so we get rushed out. It was fun.
Wow.
It's a worthwhile experience. Drinks. Yeah. So you start off in the bar, Continental bar, and we of course got drinks, and that was like $60 for 2 drinks.
Wow.
But they were very well crafted drinks. So.
I should bloody well hope so for $60.
So it was fun. It was, if you go to Vegas again, it's well worth it. It's at a place called Area 15, where they've converted a bunch of kind of a downtown warehouse like area or industrial area. They've converted that into a bunch of venues and audio visual or visual type attractions and activities.
Uh-huh. Wow.
So, yeah.
That's bonkers. Who even thought of such a thing? Amazing.
I mean, smart thinking. I mean, a lot of people like John Wick. I'm like, oh, that's pretty damn clever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we went to one of the jousts while we were there, underneath
Oh
the
yeah.
underneath Excalibur. Yeah, that was good.
Yep.
And we had to eat chickens with our hands. It was great.
Yeah. Then we did a 3D our VR thing at the MGM. It was actually pretty well done. It was a big empty room you go into, got your helmet or your headset and your rifle, and we did the Space Marines.
Oh wow.
And it was cool. You're walking all over, but you got proximity sensors, so it would start to alert around you if you were getting too close to somebody or the wall. It was pretty badass. Probably the best VR. It was like the best VR I've done.
Huh.
So.
And how much was the whole thing?
So the VR was Space Marine VR was $50, about a half hour.
Okay.
The John Wick was $50. It was a little over a half hour, I think. So, I mean, biggest money.
Yeah, I mean that's perfectly reasonable. When you're saying, well, they've got all these facilities, they've got these actors, they've got all this kit, you can totally. No, that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
I mean, we spent $60 for 2 breakfast sandwiches, 2 coffees, and a small thing of tater tots at the food court. So, I mean, Vegas dollars.
Yeah, you just suck it up when you're on leave, don't you? Just.
Yep. You can't cringe. You just go, okay, it's $180 for dinner. Okay, fine.
when in Vegas.
Yeah. Right. So is the big man here or not? Oh.
Looks like we're gonna be 3-manning it at least.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Because he has not responded via Facebook, so I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's a no-go for him.
That's a shame.
Bummer.
See, now the very important question is Parjet decides to immediately watch the door for you guys.
Brilliant.
What do you remember where we were last? Is the important question. It's been a while.
Well,
yeah, it's been a long while.
Yeah, I made some notes, but they're pretty basic. So maybe I should read those. Notorious Tom is different from the Tom we met in the Wasteland. Okay. He is a baddie. He stole the professor's last shipment of parts. The professor needs the parts to make the repairs we need. So what's that? That's probably the kind of power module thing, is it?
Yep,
probably.
The power module.
Okay. I remember the guy with the fancy boots works with Barter Bill, where he will be in the market district. We go to the market. I ask the guards where Notorious Tom is. I intimidate the guard. He tells me that Tom is in the drinking house opposite the market. He's nervous that I might have business with him. We go to the pub. Parajet starts dancing and flirting with Notorious Tom. She flatters him with a new nickname, Dangerous Tom. Tom's cohorts take the piss out of him. She charms him and says that she will meet him in an hour. She then leaves in a sultry way. She tells us that she is going to go and see the mayor and tells Dr. Bones to go to the professor and tell her that we have found Notorious Tom. Parajet goes to the mayor and the sheriff and tells them about the professor's theft. That's as far as I've got.
Yep, and last time we were together back in April, I believe. You guys got all geared up. You were doing the walk to the drinking establishment because you were gonna totally have conversation with Tom. And at that exact moment, apparently Parjet has mysteriously disappeared.
So is she? So we're meeting, or we're going there again, are we? The same pub, because she said that she'd meet him in an hour. Is that in the same place?
Yep, that's.
I assume so. Yeah.
Ambush him at the pub.
Yeah.
That's what I believe your last plan was.
Yeah, probably. It sounds like the kind of stupid thing we'd do. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I mean, that's the plan, at least.
Yep. Oh, you've got a different avatar thing. It's a little Rhodian, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my Rhodian on Wednesday night one-shots.
In classic Fallout style, our fixer of all things and finder of things, Seth found a Star Wars mask in the wasteland and is now wearing it. Looks like a Rhodian.
Classic.
And for some reason, it keeps saying, "I shot first."
There we go. Now I got appropriate icon.
That looks more Fallout-y.
It is Fallout, isn't it? Right. Okay. So, how are we going to deal with this then, folks?
Trying to remember, are we taking him alive, or are we looking for info?
We're looking for proof that he stole the shipment from the doctor. And I think that I had suggested that the deputy contacts the radio that may have been taken when the rest of the shipment was taken. And that would provide some level of proof that they are in possession of stolen goods.
Okay.
Are we going to try and find the goods as well, or do we just want information to where it is and their proof of guilt?
Well, if we kill him, we'd have to justify the reason.
I'm not suggesting. Yeah, I'm not suggesting killing anybody. Just maybe a bit of light maiming.
So remember, you do have Deputy Tom with you, there to make sure the keeping of the peace, and you will get a bounty of 2,000 bottle caps if you can get proof of guilt in front of the Deputy Tom. And don't forget, you need the stolen equipment to fix your power supply.
Yeah. Yes.
So if he dies with the secret, it probably will not be that helpful to you, unless someone else knows something. I totally copy-pasted the notes from last game session with the whole Deputy Tom,
well done,
the talkative, calm guy who's about to retire. I had to reiterate that because he's going to die in 2 hours or less.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah, that one.
All right, so it's a talkie thing. All right,
and it doesn't have to be talkie. You just took the guy who was talkie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to get info, so some talking.
You can talk without legs.
So we've got 3 people called Tom now. So we've got Deputy Tom, Notorious Tom, and Tom from the Wasteland.
Traveling
It's
Tom.
a popular name these days.
Yeah.
It's almost
during that.
It's not just one Tom switching between 3 hats, is it?
No one has made their perception check yet to figure that out.
Yeah.
That year Tom was a very popular name, so.
There were 3 or 4 heroic wastelanders named Tom, and everybody named all of their kids after them, probably because they're the father of those children. They call them the Tom Boys.
Oh, I love it. They like to wear dungarees. Right. Fine. Well, we ought to start low key then. Low key probably isn't my strong suit, but So
I can work some angles.
okay, well, I think if we go in and get the lie of the land, and I can just watch for a minute. I think that's probably a good idea, and I can always step in when somebody needs persuading.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
So we go in and see if he's there.
Yes. Yep. I'll go in as well.
Where is there?
The pub. It's there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which one of all these buildings?
So no last minute purchases or plans or preparations.
I think I got what I need. I don't know.
Oh no, I don't need to buy anything, but I have spent some XP, and I just wanted to make sure that. So I took another rank in durable, so that makes it 3 ranks, but it is a tier 1. It's still a tier 1 talent, but if you buy it at ranks, then it counts as a tier 3, doesn't it, or a tier of that rank. Yeah, for the amount of XP you've spent. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it goes up. Then you have to buy it in the next tier at the next price. Yeah.
And it still has to conform to the rules of you must have so many talents with the next rank down. Is that right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think I've done that right then. That's fine. Yeah.
Yep. Now be aware some things have an advanced option too, so just be aware of that. Certain skills that have ranks.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
But in terms of in-game purchases, I don't really want a lot, unless you want to kind of buy the Persuader, Seth.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good.
Okay. So the three of you,
what else I would need.
One of you guys give me a perception check.
Ooh.
I'm 2 yellow, 2 green.
Where are we? Perception.
I'm 2 green.
1 yellow, 1 green. I think it's you, buddy.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Strike me down. Become more powerful.
Look at that.
So the important thing you don't notice as a crowd passes by of a lot of like folks that have come into town, a few vendors with their push truck with little trinkets jingling, and something does catch your eye while you're walking through town because you have a big damn Triumph and some advantage. So you do spot something interesting and something great. What is it?
Ooh.
As in the exact moment the camera shows Seth looking at these great things this one vendor's got out in display, and Parjet just disappears in the crowd.
Let's see. Well, it's hard right at the beginning with hardly anything going on yet.
Oh, what if? Just as I don't know whether this is too meta game. What if it's something to do with the things we're looking for, David?
I mean, it is a big damn Triumph.
Could be.
You know, the stolen parts or whatever it is. Just a thought.
Or the boots.
Somebody's stealing another pair of boots.
I think the boots are on the guy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Of course, we could really upend it, and I was like looking up the chat, and I'm like, oh, so we see the firebrand in town. We could take out and get a side bounty on the way.
Yeah, why not? Remind me, what's a firebrand?
If you scroll up a little bit, there was one of our potential missions. I think was wanted
Right.
the firebrand, a bounty notice for an outlaw named Mason Firebrand Hayes,
Yeah.
who's known for torching settlements and leaving nothing but ashes. So
Yeah.
The list of side quests in New Prosperity.
yes. Or we could see the son that was kidnapped with somebody. For some reason they were trying to sneak him into town, and we can get another or another side quest before we get to the other quest. Just a thought.
Yeah, decide, man. Whatever you think is cool.
Immediately, Seth's like, "Shit, where's our sexy decoy? We lost our sexy decoy."
Looks like it's you now, buddy. You're the sexy decoy.
It's Fallout. Where are we gonna
I
find
mean,
another lady with no radiation marks?
right? So, just thought some quick cash on the side on the way.
I mean, it's
Though
your
it would
triumph.
Firebrand.
To advantage.
Yeah, Firebrand would probably end up being a pretty good shootout. I'm guessing the kidnapped son might be a little easier. So, what you guys thoughts?
I don't mind either. Either is a great idea.
Though Jim, a little twist. All right.
Okay.
Let's say I noticed the kidnapped kid.
Okay, you all of a sudden are looking at the cart full of, contraband and stuff, and the cart pulls on past. As soon as it does, you see this group of 3 really rough and tumble wasteland raider types, and in between them they've got this little 10, 12-year-old kid. You can't tell because he's scrawny from malnutrition, wearing an
Oh,
oversized raider's coat, and he's got a big machete on his belt buckle as they come walking into town. As these 3 guys are like just laughing and slapping the kid in the back like he's one of the boys. And you catch sight of it. You can literally hear the Fallout version of
Ching. Oh, I assumed his eyes turned to bottle caps.
So he appears to be
Safe.
wrapped up with them now.
At first glance, it seems like he's smiling and laughing, and they're all good friends.
Stockholm syndrome.
Unless he's kidnapped them.
It's all a master ploy.
Yeah. Desperate mother seeks someone to rescue her son. All right, kidnap son. Well, I pointed out like, hey,
since you brought the kidnapped kid into town, I gotta spin doctor it up somehow, right?
It's
like, hey, I know we were heading over here, but I think that's the kid the mother was talking about.
You want me to grab him?
Oh, well, like make an extra few bottle caps on easily without going hunting for him.
At that exact moment, the deputy's like, "Miss Pargett, where'd you get to, Miss Pargett?" And he walks off camera.
I'll look a bit conflicted. You want me to grab man with boots or boy missing? Which one?
I think we can make a quick work of returning the kid. Won't even slow down the other mission.
Okay. This wagon here, yes? And I'll start walking off towards the wagon where
start walking over towards the group.
Is it like a transport, did you say, Jim? Or
I know they're just walking into town.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought they were like on a wagon. Oh, okay.
Here we go. We conveniently have
Fine.
them on the map.
Yeah. What I'll say to Seth, what do you say boy's name is?
I don't think she gave a name, did she? Let's
She
see.
totally gave her name. It was not Tom.
Tiny Tom. Oh, please bring my tiny Tom back. He's such an innocent little blighter.
His name is Mott.
What, Mott?
I'm joking. Tom backwards. His
Yeah, I'm with you.
name
That's
is
cool.
Nice.
little Billy.
Oh, little Billy. All right.
Little Billy. Well, we'll start heading that direction.
Yeah.
I mean, we can be big damn heroes in the city.
Yeah, too right.
Busy morning day. You see the four of them walking. The red one is little Billy in his ridiculously large Raiders jacket. These guys look all rough and tumbly, you know. And they totally.
Fine. I'll just stride up to the group.
Are you planning to be all stealthy, or is there just going to be the
Nope.
earth trembles as Toaster comes walking up behind him?
Absolutely not. No, I'm just going to walk up bold as brass.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything stealthy.
So once you get within short distance, since you are kind of intimidating and big and stand out in a crowd, they will stop and turn around and look in your general direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
One guy
I'm walking
his
with them.
face and smacks little Billy and says, "Look, Billy boy, they let mutants in here now. I thought there was a no mutant rule."
Okay.
Yeah, Billy, your mom's looking for you. We're gonna take you back to her.
And if I can get within kind of, I'll just walk up to them. Literally, just walk up. I'm not threatening, but I am still walking towards them. And if I can get within grabbing distance of Billy, my plan is just to scoop him up in my arm.
Damn. Okay. So they made that snide comment about the mutant, and if you zoom into the map, we got a little mini setup there just in case you needed it. As you guys, is Dr. Bones doing anything? Is everybody is walking up on these guys? Little Billy's the one in the middle.
How do I get it to move? How do I get the map to move?
Left or right click and drag.
I'm going to prepare my firearm. I'm going to call red alert.
Dr. Bones screams red alert, whips out his firearm, chink chink. As the ever observant folks in town are taking their young ones away. As by the way, I've just updated the pool in case anybody wants it. So as you come up there, Toaster, they make that snide remark about mutants in the town, which and little Billy makes that half-hearted laugh, as he's one of the big guys wearing his rust-covered armor. So as Toaster's about to snatch a child, everybody go ahead and roll initiative once I clear it. It's gonna
initiative.
totally be vigilant since this is coming out of left field.
Vigilance. That's at the top. God, tell it's been a long time since we played this. Isn't it?
Initiative under weapons and talents and
under the combat tab.
Vigilance. Yeah. Do I add anything to it, or just roll the dice? Yeah.
Should be just a straight roll.
Yeah, just roll it.
Got a cool talent that does something, which I don't think so.
Well, it says cool if prepared and vigilance if unexpected. So which one do we use?
Vigilance, because you guys were not expected to snatch a child off the side of the street right now. You were gonna go rumble at the pub, unless you want to calmly follow them wherever they're going. But it sounds like Toaster's going for the action now.
Yeah, that's all good.
What does that mean? So that's good,
So, yeah.
isn't it?
Yep.
Harold?
All of us go before them. So
All of you go before them. Yep. So you come walking up, they make a snide remark, and Toaster immediately sounds like is taking action. What are you gonna do, Toaster?
I am going to reach down and literally just scoop Billy up and put him under my arm. That's my plan.
that's
So
Hello, Billy.
do me a favor.
Home time.
Give me a melee as you were coming up and snatching this child, and you know someone in the crowd's gonna go, "The mutant's stealing a baby."
melee or brawl.
Brawl. Sorry, brawl.
Roll.
I was gonna say
It's a straight brawl thing, isn't it? Just got to find it. There we go. Okay.
You immediately, the kid just, if you've ever seen Kindergarten Cop, that kid gives this great yelp whenever he's kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
He gives that great yelp as you pick him up and put him under your arm of, I take you back to mommy.
That's it. Home time, I'll say. Playtime's over. Say goodbye to your friends.
We will give you the red spot for the boy. You have the boy who is squirming.
Excellent. And then I'm going to start walking off towards, I don't know where, actually. I'm just going to start walking off from them.
Okay, so you guys see Toaster snatch the kid and walk away as the kid's like, put me down, put me down, put me down. And compared to the mighty muscles of Toaster, this child can offer no resistance.
Now, where your house, Billy? Where is it? Take you home to mummy.
And you guys notice these three raiders are not happy with Toaster grabbing the child.
Oh, I'm sure not.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I will look at the other guys and just kind of pull out the firearm, but not point it. Be like, look, we're taking the kid back home to his mother. You all need to turn around and walk away because you don't want to challenge my shooting.
Ooh.
Just walk away. You kidnapped the kid.
Sounds like fighting talk, pretty boy.
And the other one says, that's our little brother. So do me a favor. It sounds like you're doing a coercion, all right?
I am. Oh, look at you.
They really like little Billy.
Oh, dude.
I'm sure. Like I said, they got him all twisted, but that's okay. So I am using cutting question.
Ooh.
Once per encounter, when making a coercion skill check, the character may use deception skill instead as an incidental.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Means he lies.
I use my deception skill instead of coercion.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So,
because my coercion is only 2 green.
But he can
my
lie
deception
and flex his
skill.
muscles.
Yeah. So you're kind of acting it out rather than actually being,
scary looking. Yes.
Yeah. Deceiving them into thinking you're a badass.
Yep. So, all right, we ready?
Yep, the pool is ready.
Boom! Look at that.
As immediately the one guy's all snide, like, he's taking my little brother. And the other guy just looks at you and he's like, bro, they got a mutant. I mean, look at the mutant. And then they look at you and you got your gun out all nonchalant. Dr. Handy's cocking his firearm in the background. And Seth just looks all, just like his little icon there, all heroic. All of a sudden his pecs just go bink.
Oh, man.
And they're like, we don't need no trouble, bro. We'll find another little bro. Wasteland's full of little bros.
That's good. Yeah, I don't want to see you around this child or the mother again.
There's a mother?
Oh, dude, he knows the mom. I wonder if he's the dad. And then these guys start like putting their hands up like no problem. Kind of do that whole slow shuffle backwards, like we ain't got no problem here. We ain't got no problem. And then they like, take a few steps back and then they turn around and do that little slow hustle to run away.
Excellent.
Look at you de-escalating the situation.
Well, yeah.
As Toaster's holding the kid going, my brothers, I don't believe they left me. And he starts crying in your hands. You literally hold out the child in this Raider's coat, and he's got the tears going down his face.
Don't cry, Billy. Don't cry. We get you home soon.
Captain, might I recommend turning him over to the sheriff, since the sheriff's the one that posted the bounty. Plus, the sheriff has the payment.
If that's where it came from, I'm not sure.
Yep. That was at the sheriff's office.
Okay. All right, then. We'll go locate the sheriff. Now,
to sheriff office. Yes, you know sheriff, little boy, and I'll ruffle his hair with my other free hand.
You get this screen swipe as you guys are back at the sheriff's office. It's only been like 2 or 3 hours since you were here last when you talked to the deputy and the sheriff. And the sheriff's looking at the three of you going, wow, you were pretty quick coming back here. Where's my deputy?
Well, we came across a little bonus on the way. We found little Billy here.
And I'll hold Billy out like a baby in front of me, like with both arms. Here is Billy. He's a good boy. He's alive.
As sheriff, takes his hat off and goes, gosh darn, you found Billy. I thought he was in the wasteland. Somehow you got back to town so quick.
Well, they
go ahead and
must have felt brave wanting something.
Apparently, Billy, that's a mighty shiny new coat you got there. And he's like, it's my coat. I got it from my brothers. And sheriff comes over and opens the cell and says, big man, go ahead and put the boy in the cell here so he doesn't get squirrely and run away again.
Billy, you go sleep now, and then Mummy come and get you. Okay, nice playing with you. Thank you. And I'll put him down in the cell.
Yeah. It appears they got in his head and think that they care for him and like him. So, yeah, might take a little work.
Did you hear him yelling in the background? And the sheriff's just like, well, I don't know how to tell you this, but his mama put that wanted sign up there with a reward of some bottle caps. But I know from personal account, she's not a woman of means. But I'm gonna make sure to make good her offer. As he totally goes over to his desk and pulls out his drawer and pulls out a little pouch and weighs it, and then he pours some out. And he hands you guys 100 bottle caps.
All right. Look at that. See, piece of cake.
Okay. You look after that, Seth.
As he just gives you guys the 100 bottle caps, and he's just like, I'll tell the mom that Suzanne that you guys are square, and that I covered the payment there, so that way she's not put out, because she's really not a woman of means. Though she does make a wicked iguana stew.
Well, we appreciate you stepping up and taking care of the young lady and this child. That's good of you.
Is my deputy taking care of? And he's being very coy with what he's saying, because he looks over and he sees some people in the sheriff's office right now waiting to talk. So he's using code words.
we go back to meet deputy now. This just took moments. See, we big damn heroes.
Well, that's mighty good. Earning 100 bottle caps in just mere moments. Luck must be on your side today, and let's hope if you deal with that other business, the good luck keeps up.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. Seth, very lucky. Excellent. Let's go meet Deputy. Come along, everybody. Bye, Billy. And I'll wave to Billy.
Billy's like, I want to join your gang.
We ain't got no gang. I haven't even got pockets. And I'll walk out.
Yeah. Take care of your mom. She'll take better care of you than they will, and turn around and walk out.
As you know, one of the deputies comes over and says, I don't believe they found Billy. Last people saw him was in the wasteland. Apparently, there might be some raiders in town. Sam, make sure to tell the auxiliary just in case the raiders are here for no good.
I take it raiders are baddies, are they, or what's the score with them?
Usually,
I don't know. Me personally.
the problem is, this is, your typical Mad Max style ish. Raiders are raiders until you don't know they're not raiders, so.
Yeah.
But town makes the mistake of letting everybody in. So somebody might be a raider in disguise infiltrating the town. Sounds like that's probably the situation here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
General desert scum,
Totally Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a particular raider clan, just general
Yeah.
desert raiding thugs.
Yeah, people trying to survive. I get it.
Yeah, well.
Everybody's a great and upstanding citizen until times get tough.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to Deputy.
Yep. We go back about our business.
Okay, you guys take a nice little side quest there. You head back, and across the street from the bar, you totally see the deputies like scoping out the place. He's got the nice little lookout spot not too far from the entrance, so you can watch the entrance and the windows and the side exit. And immediately when you guys start getting close, he totally takes off his cowboy hat and waves it in your general direction, looking like he's swatting flies.
All right, we'll head over that way. Yeah, see, that was a profitable triumph.
Oh, yes, good spot. You got good eyes for small man.
He looks at you guys and is like, "Where'd you guys get to? I thought we were coming here to the cantina."
Sorry, I got sidetracked. We saw Billy.
Oh yeah, Billy.
Turned him into the sheriff.
He's Wrigley.
So
I like all my Billies fresh and Wrigley.
Little Billy, Martha's kid, right? That got kidnapped by raiders outside of town.
Yeah, they happened to come back into town with him for some reason. Had him all dressed up like a raider.
Oh, them damn raiders messing with little kids' heads.
Yeah.
My papa always said, "Don't take candy from raiders."
So they should be good now. Sheriff's gonna get him over to mom.
Okay, that's good.
So what you seen? Any activity?
So I seen a couple of people come in and come out, but I didn't see Notorious Tom or any of his boys come out if they're still in there. I was waiting for the rest of y'all to get here before peeking my head inside, unless you guys wanted to go in there and have a talk first before I get involved.
I figure we talk first.
Talking's always the best way to settle problems. As he totally pulls his hat off and puts it on his chest, and he's just like, because like my papa said, it's always better to talk to a man than to kill a man, because when he's dead, he don't talk back.
Yep. Well, we need info. Hard to get it when they're dead. They probably didn't know how to write, so.
Unless we had hat.
How you guys want to handle this? Do you want me to hang back? Do you want me to come in with you? What's the plan?
We should have code word.
Code word's good. Code word's very good. What is the panic word? Or are we talking like a safe word?
Me not know what you mean. Maybe innocuous phrase like, no, don't hit me there. No, stop hitting me, please. I need my legs. Anything like that.
As we get a
That might
flashback
be
of
a little.
Toaster with a guy going, I need my legs.
Yeah, that might be a little too on point.
Oh.
That particular set of possible phrases.
Me not very imaginative, sorry.
Toaster comes with a special set of skills.
If no one else can help, and if you can find him, maybe you can hire. Toaster McKenzie.
Dun, dun, dun,
I just say give him like 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes, and you can mosey in and see what's happening.
Okay, he tips his hat to you and says, good luck in there. I'll see you in 5 minutes, as he whips out his fancy little pocket watch, which is literally an iPhone with a ring ripped into it that has just the clock, because that's the only feature that works.
Awesome.
Now, order an umbrella drink if we have issues.
An umbrella drink?
Never seen the videos, the fancy umbrella drinks?
Videos? You mean projector night when the professor gets the projector out there and plays those moving pictures?
Yeah. Figure a big town, somebody might know what one is here. We'll play it up.
We got
Okay.
like 6 more days till movie night. As you guys go walking across the street, and he's out there waiting for you. As you guys head into the bar, you may have noticed the map just changed.
Yep.
I did.
Is this was this map used last time when Guntis was doing all his charmy stuff?
This map was totally used when you were at that community having the Harvest Festival back in November last year.
Ah, right.
It is, in fact, the same bar. Or at least all the bars seem to look exactly alike, because in true Fallout fashion, why rebuild the bar when you can just copy-paste the frame?
Absolutely, yeah. I thought I recognised it. I couldn't quite place it. This nice. Like what you done with the place.
I'm assuming this is our targets. They look very familiar to another group.
Those look very familiar. As you notice, there's a couple different folks sitting in the bar. We'll put some little circles around them.
Oh yeah, who are they? What do they look like?
Just local townies. But thankfully, Parjet did give you a really good description of the group that was with the man with the Deathstalker boots.
Yes, of course, because that's why I've got that in my notes, because I noticed his boots. I remember,
he really
yes.
is known as the man in the Deathstalker boots.
Yes, yes.
Nice roll there.
Yeah. So you guys come in, you hear some really bad music playing on the jukebox. You see some people drinking away slowly, having, little bit of booze.
Gonna have to shoot the jukebox. Makes me cry.
What are the blue circles? Sorry.
Those are the townies.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That are just in, random wastelander folk just sitting there having drinks. A couple of them look at the door and give it a glance when they see the mutant and the robot come in, and then they get back to their drinks and their food. Looks like there's a really good mole rat cook-up being done that's got some mole rat and some kind of tubers.
All right. Oh, is there food?
There's food and drink available here.
Oh, that's good. Me got no pockets.
Is this is one of these guys the guy?
Go ahead and it sounds like somebody's wanting to do a perception check as they walk in, so I can tell them more.
That would be nice.
Okay, go ahead and give me your perception check. Let's see how good it goes this time. Okay, so immediately you notice that this gentleman here has his boots up on the table, and they are the prettiest Deathstalker boots you've ever seen. He's got the little silver studs on the front and the back, and obviously this gentleman takes pride in his boots as you see him cleaning the dust off his boots, as his other 3 compatriots are doing their thing, eating, drinking, bullshitting.
How come cop a squat there?
Okay, so at the empty table that someone got pissed and threw down their cards, probably because this deck of cards is only 48 cards, so it's missing a couple. You know what the value in the apocalypse of a full 52 card deck is? It's priceless.
Right. Yeah. Seth, I want money for food. Is good, and I'll hold out my hand.
Well, come have a seat. We'll order up some food.
Toaster's definitely your kid.
Oh yes, good. And I would gingerly sit on one of the chairs because I imagine it's far too small for me.
You get like one solid cheek on the chair, and it makes this little creaky noise, but it sounds like it's gonna survive.
Okay.
You could probably just sit on the ground Indian style and be
good
at the table.
Yeah, I think I probably will. Yeah,
looks like a little
me break chairs.
And I will signal the barmaid.
Okay. So, Dr. Handy, you just floating in the middle of the room there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to survey the area, get a feel for the place.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check as well as you're observing it.
Right. Where are you sitting, Toaster?
It's not good.
You are astonished by the things that you're seeing, especially when you're seeing the little platters of mole rats as food, realizing that is an edible and not a radioactive danger. As your little Geiger counter is registering there's mild radiation in the mole rats. The booze is to your mechanical senses is registering as highly toxic. And Seth, what would you like for your 1 advantage, and Dr. Bones for your 2 advantage? As Dr. Handy's hearing music he's never heard before. All the stimulation is just too much on Dr. Handy at the moment.
Additional detail about our guy here that I noticed.
Oh, your guy. You notice he does have a pair of 6 shooters on his hips. You see his coat's over the chair, and he's got a dapper little vest on, and he's got a pair of 6 shooters. But more importantly, you notice on the table where his napkin is, they do the cloth napkins in this joint. You clearly notice that there is a firearm handle sticking out slightly from the napkin for someone to quick draw a short, long arm of some kind. Maybe a sawed-off shotgun.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Or sawed-off lever gun.
I'm going to...
And I will also
check his compatriots to see what they're wearing.
His compatriots? You clearly see these guys try to dress alike, it seems. They got the same vests, just in different fabrics and colors. It seems to be their look as security for, a certain somebody's shop and roughhousing. You notice the guy in the red, with the red dot, he also has a radio with him, an actual heavy-duty radio with that big long antenna bent over, and it's sitting on his table. Got this big label
Does
saying
the radio
Beifong.
look like? It says what?
It says Beifong. It's a name brand of walkie-talkies and radios.
Okay. Actually, let me check my equipment.
So we know we've got a possible weapon ready to shoot somebody, and a possible way of calling for backup.
Yep. So we're needing proof that he, I'm trying to remember, stole stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He raided one of the traveling caravans that were bringing equipment to town, and everybody knows he did it, but nobody can prove he did it.
And do we know what the inventory was?
You were given a basic list of the things that they know was stolen. The big
Okay.
thing is, there were the electronic components needed to restart the fusion core that you have, the busted one.
Okay. All right. Here goes our game then. Oh.
The bartender, she totally
So-
comes on out and says, "Hey, Sugars, what can I do for two strapping young wastelanders like yourselves? Especially you, big boy."
Oh, well. Need some refreshment and some food. Gotta wash the dust down. It's been a long time out in that desolate lands, and need to wet the whistle and some good nourishment.
Ooh,
What's your special today?
When she hears that, she gets very perked that you're newbies and just fresh out of the wasteland, and she starts wrapping off her specialties, which is basically the mole rat is worth your time. And we've got beer of unknown origin or whiskey. This is generally a whiskey town, and she starts hitting you up with some small talk. Asking about how it is out in the wasteland.
It's rough out there. We've been moving for a while. We're looking for some supplies to fix up some stuff, and nobody seems to have anything. Can't even pay for the stuff with good money. But I'm sure we'll come across what we need somewhere.
Oh, Sugar,
It's
and
gotta
in
be-
prosperity, you'll find it eventually. Just takes time.
I'm sure, but electrical supplies are hard to come by these days. Me and my partner here kind of punch Toaster in the arm. We've been all over where he thought we might find some stuff out here. He knows some of the area fairly well out there in the wastelands, but just ain't finding the electric supplies we need. We got people counting on us. Do whatever we got.
I'll look at my arm. I'll look a bit surprised, and I'll kind of look at Seth like a little bit confused.
But I'm sure some of your fine food will lift our spirits right up, and our outlook will change. Hopefully not too much longer out in the wastelands having to try to find the parts we need.
Do me a favor. Give me a charm roll, as you're being very charming.
Right. You are being very
I don't know if
charming.
I'm being charming, but more deceptive, trying to spin a story.
Okay, I'll take a deception.
Because we're hoping to catch the ears of somebody else. Ready?
Yep.
Wow.
And she's just giving you the
That's
typical.
good,
She's giving you the waitress bit of, you'll find it, hon. You just need to get a nice, big, warm meal into you and a couple extra beverages, a a certain sort, spend some time, and you will find everything you need in New Prosperity. If you're needing to shop, I'd recommend you head over to the shopping district and just tell one or two people what you're looking for, and if you tip them a few bottle caps, I'm sure they'll help you find what you're looking for. And what would you like?
Nobody
all
seemed to
those
have anything. So for like 3 of those, the nearby table happens to pick up what I'm putting down.
All of a
Oh,
sudden, you
good.
hear the creak of a chair, and Notorious Tom puts his feet on the ground and leans forward, obviously listening to your conversation, and looks at one of his boys. The camera looks at them, and Tom looks at one of his boys, and one of his boys looks at the other two boys, and they all exchange the look.
And
then they had this
I'm
mutual
like,
grin cross all their faces at once, like, ah.
yeah, so mention some of the parts that we suspect they may have, and I'll be like, well, I think we'll take your special, the mole rat, and the beer sounds quite intriguing. Always like a surprise. And I kind of pull out the pouch and make it feel like it might be a little heavier with coin than it is, and pay her for the food.
Okay. She'll gladly tell you that it's going to be 25 bottle caps for each of you, unless your friend needs the big size cup.
Big size cup? What do you mean?
And she looks back behind the bar to her friend who's bartending, says, "Show him the big size cup." And immediately it's those tiny kegs, the little pressurized one. Basically, she pulls up the regular cup, which is your 16-ounce cup, and then one of those that has a handle welded onto it for the big size cup.
I see. Yes. and some of this beast, this meaty beast. Oh,
yeah. No, I got that coming.
Have you got engine oil for my metal friend over there?
And you point to Dr. Handy that's floating over by the bar.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, we got something that can help robots. Little liquid lubrication for libation, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, they can't get liquored up, but it's mostly ethyl alcohol with a little bit of crude motor oil." And she just does the quick math in her head, trying to be all cute and flirty with her hand. And she goes, "That's going to be 75 bottle caps."
Oh,
all
God.
3, y'all.
Food's expensive. All right. I toss it out for her.
And
it's
she
nothing.
She hollers.
That is good. We just made 100 bottle caps. I'll say out loud to the barmaid.
She hollers back to the gal behind the bar who opens this door here and shouts back the order. And then she gets to work pouring the beverages, and then she pulls out a can of some kind and puts a spigot, smacks into the spigot and slides it over to Dr. Handy. This is prime grade A ethyl alcohol mixed with some silicone lubricant. It should be good for your aching joints.
I pick up the beverage.
Yeah.
Do I have a container to put that in?
Are you asking her?
No, I'm asking. I guess I'm asking the GM if I could.
We can say that you totally found an old Gatorade bottle because they never rot in the dumps of the wasteland. That's all nasty and been cleaned out, so it's a plastic container you can pour it into.
Yeah, I'll transfer the contents.
And she just smiles at you as you pour it in there, and it looks like 2 different types of oils with some alcohol base in there. It might be good for cleaning you up or lubricating you.
Mm-hmm.
Or fires.
And the waitress
Alright.
totally goes behind the bar, gets your drinks, and brings your drinks out first, as well as 2 little shot glasses. And she says, since it's you're all first time here, since I don't recognize you, you get a free shot of the fire water. It's one of
Oh,
our
nice. Well, thank you.
secret special menu items, and she gives you the long wink.
Well, you're just too kind. Everybody's so hospitable here.
And then she flutters from your table over to their table to see if they need anything.
I pick
And
up my shot glass and hold it up to Toaster like, cheers here. Hopefully we find something here in the next month.
Month? We be here a month? That is long time.
Hopefully we can move on and get what we need and get back.
Yes.
It's such a long search.
Need your device repaired. Then you go home.
Yes.
And I'll kind of knock glasses with the thing. You know, he looks a bit alien to me, but I see what he's doing, and I'll try and mimic it, not spilling it.
And take and shoot the shot down.
Oh,
Okay.
me. Toast the drink now, yes.
Yes.
I'll drink it. I'll drink the whole thing.
As these guys, you totally see them whispering with her under their voice real quick. Are you going to try to listen in or no?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead. And is Toaster helping or Dr. Bones?
I'm not sure if I can help from the distance I'm at.
How can I know that sounds like an odd question. How can I help?
You can point and gesture with your hands that they're talking. Or something along those
Oh,
lines.
Nod the head. Or nod the head at certain points, or, help them
I
listen
will
in.
rotate my eye in that direction.
So, Seth, give me a perception check.
Alrighty. And what the heck? Might as well give you a point back.
Oh, look, I'm on the board. Don't roll yet. Okay, go for it. You clearly hear him asking under his breath, it's like, who are the newcomers? And she basically gives the 5 seconds of introducing, to you what she knows real quick to him. Just some out-of-towners. It's their first time. They're looking for some equipment. You should totally tell them to go to Barter's, just in case you guys got what they need, because we all know who's got what everybody needs. And he smiles and leans back, looking at you guys with this very wolfish smile, like somebody who's just seen some new marks. Almost like exactly what you're looking for.
Too bad I don't have a tape recorder.
And what would you like for those 2 advantages?
Ooh. Record this.
Guess a blue on the next action one of us takes.
Okay. I like how you ominously put that. So a few moments go by.
Plans are coming together.
Love it when a plan comes together. As you guys, you're sipping your food, your food comes out. These guys get another round of beverages on Tom. As waitress, totally does her thing, zipping around the room, taking care of people. What do you guys do?
Well, I'll sample the beer and the food tentatively.
I mean, you've been told what beer's supposed to taste like. You had that radioactive beer. It's not great. It's not horrible. It's beer.
Okay.
Piss warm Chango, my brand.
Somebody likes the radioactive 12-pack he had.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the mole rat, it's all good.
The mole rat is pretty tasty. It's a little chewy, but then again, it's mole rat.
Yeah.
So, what do we do? How long is 5 minutes, Seth?
So we're gonna obviously we've been searching for these parts for a while, so I just kind of pat his forearm. So it's gonna take us a while. These parts, and I name off a couple items, that would be on the inventory and stuff. It seems that everybody has the stuff scooped up and committed all around these areas, so we might have to move on to another location. As I kind of nod my head at him, like, it's like, you get where I'm coming from?
Firstly, Toaster not know what high tensile, high voltage wire is. Second, why we move on? We here.
Well, we gotta. Nobody seems to, and none of the outlying areas seem to have what parts we need. So we
So
just have to search another area.
What about them? No, I'll point to Tom and his table. What about them? They got some.
And Toaster has dropped the stink bait. Go ahead and give me a quick deception roll with a blue dice since you have their attention.
Me,
All right.
me or Tom? Me or
either
Seth.
Whichever one of you is taking the lead on this deception, and I'll give you a blue dice
No,
for the other one helping.
It's got to be Seth.
Actually, if anything, he would be providing a black dice at the moment. But
I've actually got. That's one of my flaws. Is that I cannot lie convincingly.
Yeah. So, all right, ready?
I'm too honest. I had an automatic triangle, whatever that is, on all deception checks.
Nice.
Okay, so it takes mere moments for Tom to gesture over to this guy that was sitting by the radio. And this guy very charmingly walks up and says, "Hello, new friends. I heard you're new in town and looking for some electronic equipment." And he gestures towards the chair next to you and says, "May I?"
Sure.
I'll look a bit confused.
As he sits down and gestures to the waitress for a round for the table on him. And you see she's starting to get drinks ready. As he says, I work for a certain establishment in town. Most folk call it Barters is his nickname, but Barter Bill is my employer. What kind of electronic equipment are you looking for?
Our little community needs some of these parts, and I rattle off some items from the inventory and stuff.
Oh, excellent. Isolated communities, they are the backbone of the wasteland. We all need to support each other like in New Prosperity. And this guy seems very charming. You totally see a chuckle coming from these two knuckleheads over here. As, folks are like looking away, looking at their food in general, trying to avoid this conversation. As he says, so whereabouts is your community? About how far and which direction? I mean, if maybe the items aren't available, we could always set up a delivery expectation.
And I'll give directions to the psych hospital place.
The nut house full of ghouls.
Yes, I'll give general direction to that.
Thank you, Halloween episodes.
I'll look a bit confused.
I just pat you on the forearm as I'm talking.
I'll scratch my head, kind of obviously thinking, so that is not way to home.
So, yes, we know you live somewhere else. Just let me talk.
Oh, yes, talk.
if you're interested, I could take you over to Barter Bill's place, and you could see if they've got the items you're looking for. My associates can come with, and he points to the two guys, and then he says, "I think my other friend over there with the nice boots, they call him Tom, and Tom tips his drink to you guys. Does the whole hold the drink up as he
Oh,
takes
it's
his
not
drink.
Tom that's talking to us then, right? Sorry.
What's that?
It's not Tom that's talking to us. It's one of his cronies. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's the
crony.
crony
The
that.
crony that had the radio on the table. As
Yeah.
I believe my friend there is waiting for some pretty little lady to come back here and spend some time with him, and might want the alone time, right, Tom? And Tom just nods a sultry nod with his eyes fluttering slowly. Somebody really charmed him up earlier. If you're since you're new in town, I can walk you over there if you want.
So that shop, remind me, is that the shop we were at
That was the shop you were totally at.
that got robbed, right?
No.
Or was waiting.
It's the shop that has the power core in the window and has the cool little pawn shop style entryway.
Ah, okay.
The one that if you had the ridiculous number of bottle caps, you could just buy what you're looking for right out of the window.
Okay.
We've been there.
Which was taken from the
Well,
thing. So,
you don't think that one was stolen from the thing? That's not part of the shopping list of stolen items from the caravan. It's just somebody else.
Well, no, not that, but the other items.
Yeah.
That I'm listing off from the shopping list.
Uh-huh.
Are items from the caravan. So it's like, wow, you guys might have that stuff. Where'd you guys find stuff like that out and about these parts?
Well, our boss, Barter Bill, he's one of the best bonanza vendors in the area out here of finding things that are just lying around out in the wasteland. He pays top dollar to scavengers to bring things into town.
Ah, I see.
I mean, if your community is interested, I'm pretty sure we could have Bill set up a exchange program where he could send out a caravan or two to your community and offer some of the wares on a request basis. Something.
Well, we do most of that work. We do most of that work. So what your partners do?
You gesture towards his friends.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're just general security and troubleshooters that work for Bill. Plus, we do a little side jobs on the sly. Right, Tom? And Tom just like chuckles when he says side jobs.
Gonna make it difficult here, huh?
I'll be eating this. I'll be eating this kind of whatever it is. You say it's a rodent or something?
It's
mole
a
rat.
mole
Yeah.
rat. So it's a very large mutant version of a rat and a mole together.
Fantastic. This is like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Well, they're all amalgamations of creatures, aren't they? Turtle ducks, badger moles.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, I'll be eating that and like listening intently.
Yeah, we don't want you getting, confused or lost or anything, So
don't want you wandering off.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you're talking with him, are you trying to pull something out of him conversation-wise?
I am. Yeah, somehow trying to get Tom involved and, like I mentioned, like the rarity of the items and stuff to try to maybe, pull up something. Is there anything on the list that they might not have had over the store that or did they put all that stuff into stock from the raid?
From what you saw when you were there, they did not have those items in stock. They may be stashing
Okay.
them somewhere because it's too soon.
Okay. So I'll make comments around that, like, well, we were stopped in through there, and appreciate the offer of where to go, but I didn't see any of that available, and
Oh.
he was telling me he didn't have these particular items.
Yeah, we went there. Rubbish place.
Okay, do me a favor and give me another deception or charm, your option.
No, we're still spinning a yarn here, so
Deception all day.
because that's what I
It's
know
your
better.
bread and butter.
But I'm not lying to you there, Toaster. I'm always telling the truth to you. Not that I say that out loud, but all right, ready?
Yep.
But that is my bread and butter social skill, so
Okay, so as you guys are talking, this guy gives you a little more of an introduction. His name is Aaron. He totally will help you guys out find what you need, and maybe set up some side gigs with you. And you get the idea of he starts to tell you about if you're looking to bypass barter bill, sometimes we can do side jobs or commissions. And starts to tell you that if and you wanted to do anything like that, we've got a place outside of town where we can do trades on the sly. And as soon as he's getting a little too confident in telling you more than he should, that they've got a what they call the storehouse outside of town, Tom immediately, for those two threats, stands up out of his chair really abruptly and gives him the look to shut the fuck up. You clearly read the STUF look as all of a sudden he realizes, oh shit, I'm saying too much after I bought you guys a round of drinks and we're all being all friendly. And kind of gives you the look of anything you need to buy, you should go straight to Bill's. Bill will do you right.
Didn't have the...
For my notes, just sorry, did you say the slaughterhouse?
The storehouse.
The storehouse, sorry, right.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you only had it, I mean, we were hoping maybe as we were traveling, we might have found, some stuff that might have fallen off a caravan or something. I kind of say quietly, or, if nothing else, if you know what I mean. But we never didn't run across anything or any such luck, so
as you say that,
really got to get these parts.
He looks back at Tom and he's like, dude, bro, they're good. They're good people. He gives him that look of, we're missing out on some opportunity here. Give me
so
one...
I basically convert to playing the shyster, knowing...
Give me a deception check to sell it on Notorious Tom, because you totally have Aaron in your pocket. This guy's like, dude, bro, come on. And you're going for an upgrade.
I am.
To the force. Okay, go ahead. You
want leg? I'll hold a leg out towards.
And as the conversation's going, Notorious Tom, who was giving him the shut the fuck up look, just rubs his hand across his bristly, now getting 5 o'clock shadow chin. As he's like, I think we might be able to work some business here. If, after all, if you've been to Bill's and Bill didn't have it available, I'm thinking maybe we can make an arrangement.
That'd be nice. Don't.
Why we make arrangement when we want stuff?
That's what that means, is to help us get what we want. So, hey, look at that! You still got some more of that mole rat on your plate there.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Cheers. And I hold up my beer to cheers them real quick while I look at the other two.
As Tom looks at you and says, "That's right, big man. We're gonna get you taken care of."
I'll look a bit confused again, but like, whatever. Snout, my favourite bit. You're right, Dr. Handy.
As
Flip a thumbs up.
Metal thumbs. Best thumbs ever.
He looks at you, Seth, and says, "Y'all are gonna be in town for a while, right?"
Well, only as long as we need to be. But, if we got to take care of, take some work to make things happen, get what we need, we're all about that.
As he turns back to the table and lifts up the napkin he had hiding his little sawed-off shotgun, and he whips out of his pretty little vest a Sharpie, this gnarled, chewed-on, refilled many times marker, and on the napkin starts to draw something. And immediately one of the bartenders looks over at that and they just wrinkle their nose like, "You son of a bitch. Cloth napkins. Do you know how to get?" And he draws a quick little map with the letter P and then an arrow showing to the east and draws some little squiggly symbols and crumples up the napkin and walks over and blatantly, to anyone in the bar, it looks very, nonchalant, discreet, and sneaky, and we're going to roll just to see. Because maybe he did it out in the open and everybody knows. You never know. He did it very blatantly and everybody knows as he walks towards your table to get between his buddy Aaron and you, Seth, and drops the napkin all ridiculously coy-ish and goes, and he kicks it with his boot once. He says, "Hey, Aaron, my friend, you seem to have dropped your cloth napkin." And he picks it up and throws it on the table right between you two. Seth, do you look at said napkin?
I will casually reach out and pull the napkin back.
And as you look at the napkin, you clearly see a capital letter NP, an arrow shooting east. It's got a big letter E. He's got pretty decent penmanship. That's why he's in charge. And then some kind of symbol. Do me a favor and give me a vigilance or knowledge check. I'll take either or.
Knowledge or vigilance?
Is it just Seth that can see this, or can the rest in the crew see it?
I'll let Toaster see it if he wants to try to decipher it.
Yep. And what were the possible roles? Sorry, vigilance or
knowledge.
Knowledge. Oh, interesting.
A yellow and a green, or 3 green?
I mean, you know me. I'm always all about the yellows. Yellows give you a damn triumph.
But dice pool's nice too.
Toaster immediately is like, "Oh, that's a map." And Seth is like, "What is this?" On the plus side, as Toaster takes a point of strain, scratching his forehead, going, "What is that?" Oh, and he turns the map upside down, and now he recognizes it. It's a map. Clearly, for Toaster, you know that this is a map that shows an arrow going east, and there's 2 hills, and it looks like a tower of some kind that you instantly do recognize with your vigilance. Since you have been here in town before, you totally recognize that about 5 miles out of town, there's this old radio antenna that there's no radio station there, but the antenna still exists, all bent over and kind of like question mark looking. And you recognize it. And Tom just looks at you guys and says, "How about at sundown you meet us here?" Gives everybody enough time to finish eating and head that direction.
Gotcha.
It's about a good stretch of the legs, about 5 miles. And just as he's talking to you, the deputy walks in the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna wipe my mouth with the napkin.
I stand up and shake his hands and offer to his deputy guy there and appreciate everything. We'll talk soon.
And
sit back down.
Tom tries to look like he's not been doing a shady deal with you as he walks back to his table as he does. He looks at the door as the deputy walks in and goes, Tom? Deputy looks at him, Tom. Gives him a nice, and the deputy comes right to the table to sit kind of close enough to listen. He takes his chair right here.
Hey, they both called Tom. What chances of that?
As the deputy sits and he just says my usual, and he gets this slightly brackish looking water.
Ew.
So you about done with that fine meal there, Toaster? We ought to probably be moseying.
He's good. We'll keep leg bone. Lady, Toaster, keep leg bone, and I'll hold it up.
And she just looks up and says, you enjoy that leg bone there?
Yes.
And I'll be like, all right, let's go, Toaster, and I'll kind of grab you by the arm to help you up. And
we going now?
Yes. We need to go take care of some stuff here before this evening. And I start kind of pulling you out and look over at Dr. Handy, and then as I'm looking past, kind of a quick eye shift over to the deputy there and out the door.
Okay.
We go see Billy now.
Do me a favor and roll me a deception for the deputy there. Deputy managed to not be surprised that you guys are leaving because he was totally expecting to come into a rumble.
All right, so deception.
Come on, you're good at this.
Deception or coercion. Okay, so are you hinting that you want the deputy to follow or to stay behind?
No, to follow, but
okay,
not like immediate. No immediacy. Just like we're
immediately gets up. I gotta go follow my friends.
Yeah, no immediacy, but like, hey, casually, just kind of like, follow out.
Okay, so you guys head on out all nonchalant. Dr. Handy, do you leave acting like you're part of the group, or are you gonna stretch it out that you're not part of the group?
No, I'm going to. I'm going to follow the group. I'm going to make. I'm going to. I'm not going to separate myself.
Okay. So you head on. You three head on out, and the deputy. One of the last things you hear is he finishes his drink and slaps his hat to his knee and says, thank you, ladies. I'm going to have to head on back to work. I'm on duty, so I can only have my usual. As he makes a big production of he's only drinking water, so no one assumes he's drinking liquor. And he gives a very dirty look at Tom, and Tom gives a very dirty look at him, and he goes, Tom. As you guys, clearly get outside first to have conversation if you want before the deputy comes on out to join you guys. Where are you guys heading? Back to the lookout spot or somewhere else?
Probably somewhere further away or out of sight of the building, like towards the sheriff's office or something.
Okay.
Well, how your engine oil, Dr. Handy? Good?
Yes, very good.
Hope so for the price.
You do a lot of lying, Seth. You're good at that.
Not lying, just telling stories.
Seth is a storyteller.
And see, it was a good thing that we did the side kids mission, because I wouldn't have had 100 or 75 credits to pay for all that.
Okay, and as you guys are walking to a nice quiet spot to talk with each other, let's take a quick break right there.
Good answer.
Okay.
Everybody
choice.
take 5 and
Oh.
we'll be back.
Thanks. God.
What's that mean? What does that mean? It's just
Oh, shoot.
come on.
I didn't win anything. Oh, well.
What, on the lottery?
Yeah, I was on a lottery. There's a guy that does raffles basically for firearms and gold.
Oh yeah.
So actually, just this week I won a AR style pistol with chambered in 300 blackout. If you're familiar with that at all.
No, go on. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's 300 blackout. They basically take a 5.56 round and neck it up with a 38.
Oh wow! Right.
So, and the bullet comes in. I'm not normally into novelty
Guns.
rounds, but
Yeah.
the 300 blackout is highly rated for especially like short barreled rifle type weapons, and they have subsonic and supersonic ammo for it. And the subsonic ammo is really good for home defense, not going through multiple buildings, that kind of stuff. Where if you were to use the supersonic or use a 5.56 or a 7.62, you might be shooting your neighbor.
Yeah.
So, so I won that this week on one of the raffles.
Wow.
So, and then he just had another raffle for some items.
Yeah.
So basically a bunch of people pick spots. Most of them are small spins of like 11 to 51 spots, depending.
Yeah.
And so odds are really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
A bunch of people are paying for it, but you still got to go through, the regular paperwork and stuff to pick up the firearm. It's just multiple people are paying for it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So like that one, I won it with what did I spend? $35, I think, for a spot.
Oh, okay. Wow. And how much is the thing you won kind of worth? I suppose is
about 500. It wasn't a super expensive one. Not a.
It's still a good ratio, man. Cool.
Yep.
Wowzers.
Yeah, I've gotten a few different interesting items through raffle.
Yeah. And what is that? Somebody at work then, or is that?
No. I mean, this is what he does. It's kind of a side gig. So, or actually, all he does, he buys gold and buys firearms and then sells them.
Okay.
So yeah, actually, this is what I got this week. Was that there?
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's a quote unquote pistol.
Yes.
The paddle on the back is quote considered a brace. It helps to brace. The paddle helps to brace against your arm. It is not intended to be shouldered, but
Okay, that's confusing, but yeah, sure. No, I see. What you mean.
Yeah, so in Arizona, they came out a while back. Welcome back with pistol braces.
Yeah.
And there's different models that basically have, some of them have like a little strap, a little flap, and then a strap to help support and that the firearm. So disabled veterans, things like that, can shoot them.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And those are legal without any extra stuff. It does not make the weapon a short-barreled rifle.
Right.
But if you put an actual stock on said pistol, it then becomes a short-barreled rifle, which then you have to file and pay a $200 tax stamp, and you have to go through background check and a bunch of stuff.
Different licenses and different checks and stuff here.
Yeah, because somehow a pistol with a stock on it to make it easier to shoot and more accurate is dangerous versus a weapon that is inaccurate, and you can't control properly.
Right.
So
Okay.
somehow in somebody's mind, I would
It's politics.
personally rather I would rather have somebody have control of their weapon when they're shooting than.
Sure. Yeah.
But
And it being wild, yeah. How many rounds does that hold?
30 round mag.
Wow.
So
Okay.
fun stuff.
Yeah, you Homo sapiens and your guns.
It's fun plinking.
Oh, hell yeah.
The one rifle I'm trying to, I can't, having a problem picking up their sight on here, but the one raffle I'm in right now, I'm hoping to possibly win and find a picture of it. Damn it. And hoping maybe to win on a raffle that has, so the raffles he does, he typically has like 4 or 5, 6 items, so you can choose.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm kind of intrigued to check out that firearm.
Holy shit! What is that?
That is a Israeli weapons industry IWI Tavor TS12. So it's a shotgun.
Oh, it's a shotgun.
And if you look at the bottom there in the front, that like tube there.
Yep.
So that's an assembly that actually has 3 tubes that you load up all 3 tubes and it rotates.
And it rotates, yes.
So you could actually have three different types of rounds theoretically loaded if you wanted.
Of course, yeah. Oh, I see. So you manually rotate them, do you?
Yep.
So it's not like a revolving cylinder type mechanism. It will take them.
Each tube holds. If it's a 3-inch shotgun, 3-inch shotgun shell, I think it's 3 rounds per tube. The 2 3/4, it holds like 5 per tube.
Wow.
And
semi-auto,
grab it and click and rotate into the next one. It's a really cool design.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So he has one of those in the current raffle I'm in.
Cool.
Waiting for it to fill up. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. I do a bit of clay pigeon shooting myself, but that's about it. And the largest number of rounds you can have in a shotgun in the UK is 3.
Well, so in Arizona, yes, you can have more rounds, but if you're hunting,
you
can only have 3.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's it.
You can't.
Are there
So
that 2 triggers on this thing?
Are there what?
Are there 2 triggers on this?
Oh, so there's the trigger, and then there's the tube release to rotate.
Oh, okay.
To unlock.
So that's that front. Yeah, that's that front piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can rotate and not do it by accident.
Yeah, that would be bad, being between chambers or swapping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
especially if you're like
slug, buckshot, dragon's breath round.
Yeah, especially if you're like one of those weird people with the philosophy of non-lethal and lethal. Like, no, there ain't no non-lethal. It's lethal and more lethal.
Firearm.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say, God, if I'd known about that kind of thing in the 90s, my Vampire the Masquerade games would have been very different.
Right? So it's like I think the barrel, it's an 18.5-inch barrel length. So you got a full-length barrel, but it's pull-pup design,
isn't it? Yeah. Wow.
So it pulls the barrel back towards your shoulder more.
Yep.
It's great for
very cool.
house and not hunting for turkey.
Yeah. So that's very cool, right? I'll suggest that to the guys at the shotgun, at the clay pigeon. Yeah, like that.
Oh, it'd be great for that.
It's wild.
But And it's semi-automatic, so
Yeah.
Because fully
Yeah.
automatic
And
is
this is available
disgusting.
through a raffle.
what's that?
This is available through a raffle.
Uh-huh.
This is wild. Yeah,
Yep.
it's not exactly like I don't know what I'd expect through a raffle, like a bottle of wine or maybe some old chocolates.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. You
So-
and me both, Neil. You and me
It's a
both.
gun club
so a
raffle,
funny
not a
note-
book club raffle.
Yeah. So a fun note is back in my little town of Yuma, Arizona,
Yeah.
they have a Catholic high school that came in eventually, but they do annually, the Catholic high school, they do an annual 100-gun raffle as part of their fundraiser for their sports team.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is intriguing that the Catholic Church would be doing a gun raffle, but one of the local gun stores supports them on that, and yeah, 100-gun raffle for the Catholic Church sports
That's
program.
wild. That is wild. That's where you're from originally, is it Yuma?
Yeah, a little hole in the wall. Actually, it's the third largest city in Arizona, but
I was going to say, I'm just looking at it on the map. It looks pretty sprawling actually now.
It's the third
It
largest
is. It's,
because everyone's 2 miles away from each other.
yeah, it. So Yuma is claim to fame. There's like 4 industries. There's agriculture. There's a army proving grounds where they test all kinds of artillery and all kinds of stuff out in the desert. There's a Marine Air Base there, and then food and hotel. For whatever reason, for the size of that town, I guess because it's a border town, there's like more restaurants per capita than there really should be, and hotels. But
yeah, you're right on the border there, aren't you? Yeah, I didn't realize.
yeah,
Hey,
but those are like the 3 main industries.
Says it's got an international airport as well. This
Because
map.
it flies over to Mexico, so it's international. Didn't go
Yep.
far,
Yeah,
but
yeah, even though that's like literally like I don't know what that is. I don't know, like 6 miles from the end of the runway.
it's a decent sized runway, and it's shared with the Marine Air Base.
Is it right?
Yeah, so they have to clear for both types of traffic there. They have Harriers and stuff like that there. And like the airport, you literally walk out onto the tarmac and upstairs and to get into the plane. There is no boarding.
Yeah. You just that's right. Walk out onto the I've been to those. I've been to some of those, yeah.
That's international.
Wow. Yeah, it's international. Yeah, very good.
And when we travel from Tucson to California for different events, we always joke that Yuma is always on fire because it always has wildfires, and you always see at least one car that caught fire driving through Yuma for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it's hot. You know?
Oh yeah, it's very hot, and if you're there in the summer and you have a motorcycle, you have to make sure you put down, if you're parking on asphalt, you got to make sure you put down like a little plate to spread the pressure, or the kickstand will sink into the asphalt.
Sinking in, yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, but hey, they grow lettuce and citrus and all kinds of stuff there because of the river.
Wow. Yeah. What a place.
Yeah. One would not think middle of the desert you have all that produce, but they do.
Yeah. And you're from Phoenix originally, aren't you, Neil?
I lived there for a long time.
Oh right. Oh, I thought your family was still there. But...
my mom is still there.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, Phoenix is LA in the desert, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh. But anyhow, so yeah, fun little facts and trivia.
That's cool, man. Well, winning a gun in a raffle—that's just wild.
Yeah. I've won. This makes my sixth one now. I've won.
Yeah, you've had
Crikey.
crazy good odds.
Yeah. Well, all of his raffles, like I said, a lot of them, the max is like 50, but like some of them are 11, some are 20. So pretty good odds. I mean, a little more expensive raffle per spot, but odds are really good.
Wild. And so,
Yeah.
what's your kind of storage regime? You know, have you got like an entire walk-in room or something then, or what? How does it work? Because I mean, we've got very strict weapon storage laws over here. You know.
I mean, I have a safe, but Arizona is pretty casual unless you're an actual gun dealer.
Really? Right.
I think
I mean, they
Okay.
highly
the law is just
recommend,
don't be
but
stupid.
yeah, I mean, they highly recommend you have good, things locked up, but
Yeah.
Oh
there's
God,
no
yeah.
law,
Safety first.
no law that requires that.
Right. Really? Crikey.
And that's why they call it the
Yeah.
Wild
Well,
West.
that's what the Wild West is. It? Yeah. Well, when I first got my shotgun license here, I mean years ago now, but the local police had to come round and make sure that I had a safe and that it couldn't be pulled off the wall, and that
Oh, wow.
I wasn't going to go on a killing spree, and all kind of seriously, and
Yeah.
and perfectly reasonable, because it's pretty serious stuff here in the UK. Firearms licenses are not widely given out. People just don't have guns. Unless you're a farmer or a sports shotgun shooter like me. Other than that, you just don't have guns generally.
Yeah, but pneumatics are legal, right? Air guns.
The airsoft, yeah.
Yeah, but only
Well, not airsoft, but like actual freaking large
air rifle.
caliber air guns.
Yeah.
Yes, but if they have a muzzle velocity that's at over 22 foot-pounds, then they're classed as a Section 1 firearm, which again you require a very special license for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
So
hey, you can
it's
actually hunt with it, which is nice.
but we don't have a lot of mass shootings, or we don't have a lot of gangsters. Some gangsters have got guns, but they're all illegally held, that kind of stuff. So there's penalties for that stuff. So it's horses for courses, man. I'm not judging.
Yep.
Yeah. No, a lot of they'd never get all of it off the streets here. So.
Oh no, that'd be nuts, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's too late for that for you guys, really. But whatever, man. Whatever. Well, it's a sexy gun, and I hope you win it.
Looks fun.
Yeah. Maybe when I come over one day.
There you go. We'll go out and go shooting.
We can go out and do that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Go play with all the toys.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. I'd love that, actually. That would be hilarious. Right. Yeah, oddly enough, that was one of the things we did when we were in Vegas.
Did you go out to one of those?
we went shooting. Yeah, my friend's wife was mad for it, and I loved it as well, because I used to be back in university. I used to be in a shooting club, but before the firearms laws really tightened down. So I'd shoot all kinds of stuff, but so we don't really have that opportunity. So that's what we did while we were in Vegas as well on the way out. It was good. It was good, man.
We looked at that for a little bit, but and when we were going to Vegas to maybe go shoot some stuff, but it was too damn hot. And then what I really want to shoot would have been the minigun, the electric fire minigun. But that's like 4K.
Wow.
And the way it was listed, it was like 100 rounds. I'm like, well, that's like burp.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're done.
Like, I mean, 3,000 to 6,000 rounds a minute. I mean, or 4,000 to 6,000 rounds a minute. I mean, 100 rounds is like nothing.
Yeah, you want your Predator moment, don't you? That's what you want.
Yeah. That's another one I won. That's another one I won a while back.
Oh yeah, Chris Vector.
Yeah.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Chris.
Yeah. Chris Vector. Yeah.
It's a
Cool.
sexy,
Yeah,
it's
they've got a really
sexy
clever
laser gun.
recoil system on that, haven't they?
It's the firing mechanism is like a V shape, and it actually comes back and down.
Down, that's right.
Back
Yeah.
and down to pull that recoil down
Recoil down,
instead of
yeah.
back. Yep.
Yeah, very cool.
Got that chambered in 45.
Awesome. Right, dude.
Expensive.
Yeah, I bet.
45
Right,
is
okay.
not
Well,
cheap right now. 22
yeah, we
is
will.
almost coming down.
We'll make a
Almost.
play date. We'll make a play date. I look forward to it.
There you go. Just don't do it during the summer. Don't come out.
No, I won't. I'm ginger, and so I will. Yeah, the summer is not my friend.
Our winters are your summers. Just think of it
Yes,
that way.
exactly. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. So
There we were.
So there we
yes.
were. You guys got a map. A couple miles outside of town to have a meetup at sundown. You guys have plenty of time if you want to head off on foot now that direction, or you could try to make some kind of arrangement.
Well, we got tucked to the law enforcement and make our plan.
Okay, so you guys, you go off kind of towards the sheriff's office away from prying eyes.
Yep, definitely.
Your Deputy Tom comes on up, and he's just like flabbergasted. The balls on you guys. My God. I mean, one of you is a robot, but I think the rest of you have tin-plated testicles.
Oh, no. Dr. Bones, he has nuts.
As
they're not very big, but he's got a lot of them.
Yeah, he has many nuts. He is robot.
And bolts for days. So he basically says, "What happened in there? I thought we were going in there to do a interview with them. Instead, you guys made some kind of arrangements."
We got we got one better. And I reach over to Toaster like, hey, your napkin.
Oh yeah. Mind mole rat. Sorry. He's a little smudged. And I'll give him that. Yeah.
I show him the map. We got a location of their storage.
Oh yeah. All stolen stuff be there. I bet.
He just whistles when he looks at this and says, "You do realize in just a few days you got more information than the entire police force has so far."
Well, of course. We're good like that. We got a very diverse team with unique skills.
Oh yes, but after this massive betrayal, no one trusts us again. when we go and crush Notorious Tom's head and get back items, then we burn all bridges.
But see, they're bad and lie to hurt people. We're good and tell stories to catch them and make them pay for justice.
Oh yes. Oh, they bad man. Me have no doubt.
Yes. So we do and tell stories to catch them and make them pay for being evil. So we're good people. They'll like us. They realize we're doing it for good.
Sure.
And Deputy Tom is just looking from face to face.
I'll pat you on top of the head like patronizing. Oh yes. Oh yes. Toaster know that true.
So how quickly can you mount up a posse? We're supposed to meet them this evening and might need a little something to show for initial trade that we have money to buy what they have, which is items that were on the inventory of the caravan.
Sundown. They meet
Maybe if we can get some bottle cap fronted, just as to be able to flash, to have them whip out the evidence, and then you guys ride in and arrest them.
You're gonna have to talk to the sheriff for that. I'm just a lowly deputy about to retire in 2 weeks. I mean, I ain't got that kind of clout.
Okay.
What are we standing here for?
You ain't wrong about that. Let's go see the sheriff as we get this cut screen, to the sheriff's office. As you're gonna try to convince the sheriff of this, huh?
Yeah. Can our talker show up and do the talking? I mean, I suppose I could coerce the sheriff into the plan.
Well, I think we just spread it out as plainly as it is. You
Right,
want bad stolen things. You want bad man. Bad man tell us where things are. Bad man be there as well. You catch everyone together. Big happy joy.
Yes. Hopefully common sense works.
Okay, so go ahead and give me. I will let you do either deception or coercion, or even charm. I think I know what you're gonna go for.
Yeah, my charm of 1 green's not gonna cut it.
And I'm gonna give you a free upgrade because Deputy Tom is slamming his hand on the desk saying, "That's right, Sheriff. This is our chance to do them. We can arrest them before I retire."
Yeah, it's my one last score before retirement. It'll be my big magnum opus.
I will
He's
clear
gonna
the name
die.
of Tom
Right?
from this town.
Yes.
Tom will take Tom out. All right. So I am going to use, because it's once per encounter, and the other one was used on the kids encounter.
Go on.
It is a different encounter.
So I will use cutting question and use coercion. So I'm selling it very forcefully versus charming. It's like, this has got to be done. This is why you got to do it. Not lying to him.
This is a talent you've got then?
It is.
Oh, cool.
It is.
You're literally having that moment in every 80s cop movie where you're yelling at the captain at the top of your voice of, "We need to do this, sir."
Yep, exactly. So, because charming, they ain't gonna work it. All right, so I'm using my deception for my coercion roll.
Okay, so the big thing is you're wanting capital. That's the problem with this department. It's coming up with the capital.
Well,
they'll support you.
Just enough to show that I have some money to try to,
Yep, totally understandable. Your pool
and all of it'll come back to you. Other than what your bounty is. I mean, they're supposed to be giving us 2,000, right?
Yeah, if you get the bounty, yeah.
So they can give us the 2,000 now to use for the show of capital.
Ooh, I like that
for
pitch.
The purchase.
That's a good pitch. I'll give you another blue for that pitch.
Really good pitch.
So you're telling me
awesome.
If anything happens to the caps, it's your bounty that just ran away.
Exactly.
Okay. You've
Ready?
upsold me. Yep, you've got 1 advantage, 2 blue, and 1 upgrade.
All right.
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, boom.
So
what is that?
Immediately, the Sheriff is calling all officers off duty and on duty on for this sting because they figure this is going to be like a massive operation. He has got the sack of 2,000 bottle caps and like a little rucksack that jingles, and he's got it on the table and he's got the plan. Are you sharing the map with them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
So they've made some reproductions of the maps. And what would you like for your 2 big damn triumphs and your 1 advantage?
I know, with the 1 to spare.
Oh, I already know what that's being used for.
I'm sure you do.
What can triumphs be used for?
Almost anything. If you can
Almost
sell
anything.
them on it.
If you can pitch it and it's not like redonkulous, I'll say sure. That's a good thing. I like that.
Oh gosh, what to do with all those?
Would you like a moment? Show me on the doll where the triumph touched you.
So for that measly little advantage, I kind of like the idea of increase the value of any goods or services gained through the action, so we get a little extra money thrown in.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I will give you a 5% bonus.
I mean, because it's not just getting him; they're getting the base and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
So that'll give you an extra 100 bottle caps.
That'll work.
I wonder whether we should have kind of future favors or something.
A future what?
Y'all want to be deputized?
A future favor or something with the kind of sheriff's office or something. I know, obviously it depends on how it goes, maybe at the place, but if that's, that could give us a lot of leverage, couldn't it? In the future. Just a thought.
I mean, for a triumph, you guys would practically be deputies now, unofficial deputies.
There we go. Deputized for this mission.
Beyond reproach. Your word is golden.
Trying to think.
I know that's my pitch, baby.
No, that's good. Yeah, we're deputized and got like awesome working relationships now with them.
Okay.
It's either that or a helicopter.
Yeah, they got a car to give us.
I was actually withholding. I was going to suggest for one of the triumphs, they will give you a seized vehicle.
Ooh.
That was going to be my suggestion.
Let's see.
How many triumphs did he get?
2 triumphs.
2 triumphs. Wow. And obviously a triumph is actually a vehicle. I used to have a Triumph motorcycle.
And what's the operating? Is it operating or what's the driving skill?
Pilot, I think.
Pilot, I think.
Yeah, pilot.
Which Dr. Handy, I bet you, Dr. Bones is good at. I wouldn't be surprised.
What? All doctors have planes?
Question. Am I?
Yeah, I mean, it strikes me as the kind of thing you'd be great at.
Piloting. Nope. I am a doctor.
Not a pilot.
It's agility, isn't it? It's based on agility, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got 3 green, but...
Yeah, it's good enough for me and that's when the chickens. It doesn't matter, really. It's only when you get into shit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do we want a vehicle? I'm trying to think how... other option is tactical, kind of... They get, like...
Can we have both? Can we have a vehicle and a... Can we have a vehicle and a kind of future kind of advantage in terms of like the deputy type thing or the good
Yeah,
standing?
well, one would be the deputizing and advantage there, and then the other triumph is a car, or
Yeah.
if there's something else.
Yeah,
Do
that
you
sounds
want a
awesome.
car with extra fuel loaded up?
Of course we do. Of course we
Alright.
do. Of course
So
we do.
You have a choice. In the impound yard, they've got a station wagon.
Probably want something with a truck bed so that I can sit in it. Because I'm not going to get in a car, am I? Let's face it.
You can fit very uncomfortably in a car.
Yeah,
I mean, a
that
station wagon, you'd be all right.
sounds rubbish. You know, something with a truck bed.
I've never even looked at the vehicles in this game.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, what vehicles?
Yep. If it helps in the book,
and of course,
it's on starts at like page 325. So there's a 4-door sedan station wagon they have, or if you would like, they also have the Chrysler Coupe. And since somebody mentioned pickup trucks, is there even a pickup truck?
Yeah, I think so.
they have something, but I remember seeing a truck, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah. There's the picker
That
up,
way,
a small truck with a flatbed compartment in the rear. They're all about the same price, so yes, they do have the picker up if you would be interested in that.
the picker up.
The picker up.
Well,
Just like they
it's
call
your role, baby. You decide.
Station wagon. Pick her up. Okay, subway train. Okay. Small truck with a flatbed compartment in the rear, low suspension. Interestingly, it has only one seat. That's the only problem. It has one seat in the cabin.
Oh. That's rubbish.
It's more
Also,
like
also the cabin is so squish that someone bigger than Silhouette 1 would have trouble entering.
it's basically like a
Okay.
delivery vehicle.
You get whatever you think is best then, pal.
I can't get the tank.
Can't get the tank. The police department does not have the tank. See, I
Or
shared
the
a picture
unidentified
of the
flying object.
I mean, that is the most impractical pickup truck I think I've ever seen in my life. It's rubbish. I mean, I know it's like a 50s styled thing, but seriously?
Oh wait, what about the van? Price 35 versus the picker up. 35. What's the picker up? So 1,000 more for a picker up.
Wow.
Or the van
So,
over the picker up.
Which van are you looking at?
The van underneath the flying saucer. Underneath the unidentified object. There's a van.
We can't have a flying sauce then? No.
Okay, I will give you that the van is an option.
Okay. Unless you want to give us the vertibird.
No.
That's only 30 or 300. Sorry, 1,000.
As all of a sudden you're at the police impound yard and they're showing all these. Here are your two options, and you pull off the tarp on a van that's sitting there, and you're just like, "How about this one?" And you can totally see one of the deputies is sad that you're taking the van that they've been fixing up.
Oh, oh no. Poor little deputy. Don't worry. We take good care.
Yeah,
That's
no
like
armor on any of this stuff.
Rip off the roof or something so I can sit in it.
There's a
well,
reason
it's an
why-
encumbrance. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's got a driver and a co-driver, and then a 40 encumbrance of 40. So I'm sure you'll fit plenty in there and still have room. Passenger capacity, none or 5 uncomfortably because there's no seating in the back. So you'll be good.
Cool.
And it's a Vault-Tec or Lobster Grill, so it's a Lobster Grill van. We don't want a Vault-Tec van. We want a Lobster Grill van. The logo on the side.
On top of the van is this lobster prop that's just falling completely apart.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. We will take that.
So as you have the map and the time frame, and now you've got a red version of this van. I'll put it on the map for you guys to see because it's ridiculous.
Thank you.
Retro futurism. Except your version
Love
has
it.
like a broken parade float lobster on top that's missing one claw.
Fantastic. Does it look like a giant lobster claw that I could beat people with?
It looks like you could tear it apart and definitely beat people with it.
Excellent. Right.
So the sheriff is basically giving you the lay of the land with the plan, because obviously you newcomers to town are the best ever, and he has no threat of you guys not being loyal compared to some of his deputies. Maybe that's kind of why he's really going over backwards for you guys, because as outsiders in town, he knows your loyalty would be to the sheriff's department.
Well,
Nice.
there's no pressure then, guys.
No.
I mean, remember, Toaster does have a reputation here in town, and Toaster's come through before for him. So if Toaster's vouching for you, that's going a long ways.
Excellent. Okay, let's let's set about it.
So
right, let's just go and do this job, shall we?
The sheriffs are going to totally give you the van, and they're going to come out on horseback because that's what sheriffs do. What is the plan? How do you want to signal them?
That's scary.
You've got your sack of 2,100 bottle caps jiggling in a rucksack.
Well, honk the horn.
That is absolutely terrifying with a hermit crab living in a van.
Right? As I was trying to find the van, I was like, holy shit. All right.
Obviously, one lobster was left in the tank in the back of the van.
We got wheels, dude.
Gasoline lobster. Right.
All right.
So you want proof? Yes.
Yes, we definitely need some proof so we can have him arrested in a court of law. We just don't want to.
Well, I think the warehouse. Yeah, well, I think the warehouse will be plenty of evidence once they tote everything out.
You have to tell story again, Seth. Go into warehouse and say, yes, we have come to buy all of your stolen goods. Here, look at this oscillating magic laser. Ah, yes, isn't it lovely? It looks like it was stolen.
Yes, so we're not going to discuss stolen.
Oh no!
I'll do all the talking. You just stand there and look tough.
Yes. And then beat man with lobster claw. Excellent, right?
And then if anything happens, Hanky, they start drawing weapons, or once they have if we get the stuff, they show the stuff, we'll then start to go to load the vehicle and we'll sound the horn.
So yes, the horn is going to be the signal.
And
Yes.
law people come in. Just
Yes.
check what is horn.
Yes, it's this button right here on the steering wheel. You just have to reach in the window.
Uh,
Do you push
But
the
the
horn?
doc can handle it,
and
probably.
when button press, horn come out and skewer man. Yes.
No, it just makes noise, alerting everybody.
Uh,
So you
I'll
just
look
stand
really-
there,
I'll look
don't say
really
a word. Just stand
I'll
there,
look
look
really
tough.
disappointed.
Stand there, look tough. Look like you're making sure we're all safe. Don't say anything.
Okay. I'll look really disappointed when I'm told that no horn comes out the front of the vehicle.
I mean,
When
you
you
were
press the
told it
button.
has a horn. You're expecting like some cool battle weapon
Yeah.
to pop out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting.
Yes.
That's,
Can we
stupid.
take a moment to test it?
Sure. Go ahead, Doc.
Sure. I'll test it. That's what it does.
And as soon as you hit the horn, it gives this which all of a
Nice.
sudden we get a flashback to before the apocalypse. This was the jingle that they used on their commercials.
Oh wow! Awesome, love it. That's very cool. That's very cool. Oh hello. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I had
Punctuated
salmon
by
for
that
dinner.
final.
All right, Doc up front, you in the back.
Yep.
And you never know if we tell Parajit that that's where we're going, and she might meet us there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys
Yeah,
got
we're not gonna go.
You good to go?
Yeah, we're.
You hop in the van and realize you got wheels for the vault. This will be a huge boon to the vault because nobody thought to put
Oh yeah.
even a golf cart inside the vault as an extra item. You guys go driving out. Who's got the map?
I reckon probably, I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say probably Doc, since
The
he's
doc, yeah, because he's the
co-driver.
only responsible
Yeah.
one.
He's shotgun.
Doc's got
Sure.
mechanical arms, holding the map up. Who's driving?
I don't know. Probably me. I got 3 green.
It's got to be you. It can't be me.
Whether it be operating or piloting or writing. Writing. I actually got. Oh no, writing's 3 green too. So unless you got better, Doc.
I got 2 green on piloting.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're co-pilot.
You get in the car and you open the glove box and totally see the owner's manual, but as soon as you pick it up, it just turns to like ash. It's that old.
Yeah. We don't need
Lovely.
that.
So you guys start up the car, and people, of course, move out of your way in the streets as you're slowly pulling out of town. And Doc, you've got the map. Do me a favor and give me a survival roll for reading said map.
Okay. This is the point where I wish I had spent some of my experience points.
Story point. There's still
use a story point, buddy. Use a story point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
As
Do it.
you guys
Just use a story point.
you guys head out, the first roll apparently is not that good as you realize on the rear view mirror somehow is actually like a little LED screen to the camera back there, and you notice that it glitches for a second and then it turns to the number 3 and then turns to an upside down W, and you realize the internal compass does not work on this vehicle.
Classic.
And so you realize you're heading into the sunset, which is definitely not right. Go ahead and give me another survival roll, as you guys basically went in a big loop-de-loop around town, which is great because you've experienced now the borders of New Prosperity.
And we've gotten accustomed to the vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah, I got used to driving
Yeah.
it.
It's basically all about the
let's
test
use
drive.
a story point.
Okay,
Yep,
go
I
ahead
got you.
and roll again.
Thanks.
I got the
Who's making what roll?
That's going to be Dr. Bones. And I've got a blue for the
Dr.
map that I'm going to
Bones.
put in there for you.
Okay. Here we go again. Survival check.
Look at that.
Yay!
Well done.
Beautifully. As you are finding a shortcut to make up for the lost time, what would you like with that triumph?
I'd like to say that we passed through the high ground that overlooks the warehouse that we're supposed to meet guys at,
Okay.
and that gives us a better layout of what to expect, and maybe some additional details regarding who's there already.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really good.
So you do notice as you got the high ground as you're driving out there, you see kind of a very wastelander area where that tower is flashing its lights.
Mhm.
And with the big damn triumph giving you an edge, I will definitely give you, when you look at the area, there's a large rock outcropping which totally looks like shattered concrete to something that's buried under the sand. And when you look, you realize that hanging outside is the four guys, Tom and his and Aaron and his two mooks. But you also notice there is a grouping of sharpshooters, it looks like, hidden around the area.
Ooh.
Do me a favor, because that's a big damn triumph there.
Yeah.
Give me a vigilance roll.
Okay.
See if Dr. Bones
I'm
watches
going to
any
need
of
to
those
spend a
questions.
story point.
Go for it. It's almost
I only
yours.
have 2 greens, so
Don't roll yet. Let me add
spend a
that
story
in
point.
there.
Sure.
Okay, story point is in there. Go ahead and roll. Oh,
That's not good.
3 threat
Well, that's good and bad.
is you're kind of confused, but as you look, immediately your little threat assessment is going off of every Western you've watched. That this is screaming to you that this is not just I have backup watching for a business deal in case things go bad. This is screaming to you that this is an ambush.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because
I will
your
inform the others.
better route actually had you not go through a certain canyon that you thought would slow you guys down, but the canyon had snipers and some kind of like rock fall set in the canyon. And when you got the high ground, you saw that ambush halfway there, and you circumvented it.
Okay.
If
So
there
yeah,
was more
I will
advantage,
tell
I'd
the
be
others.
totally telling you more.
Uh,
As all of a sudden Dr. Bones is looking out the window and the sunlight hits his eyeball just right and it shines at the ambushers.
And he's all starting to sweat, though robots don't sweat.
And you realize
it's all that oil you drank earlier.
that Gatorade bottle full of oil is slowly leaking. So there's one drip of sweat coming out.
Dude, you're getting it on the seat, man.
Snipers. Why does it have to be snipers?
Right?
Sorry, wrong franchise.
They are my least favorite snipers. What do you suggest? You say they just kill us anyway and take the money. Is that their plan?
And that would be a tactical advantage on their part, Captain.
Toaster says that like he's done it before.
How you suggest because we still want Sheriff Man and his to find them with it. So We still need to speak as if we doing deal. Is lying again, telling story.
And I will give you, with that triumph and that vigilance check, the posse's going to go right through that canyon.
Ooh.
You're the one that had the great shortcut that bypassed that. The sheriff's going to head the same path they thought you were taking.
Oh. I've got a... Shit, that's a good point. I don't know how it works. I've got a walkie-talkie in my inventory for some reason. Where did we get that from?
Actually, we have 6 of them. Yeah, I meant to say we dispersed those, but I forgot.
Yeah, but the sheriffs, I wouldn't be surprised if they've got some. Here,
right?
And I'll kind of shove it at Dr. Bones and say, "Look, if they go through there, they get crushed by a big rock. Make them come this way. You talk to them, but not let bad people know."
You're gonna 5-on-5 that walkie-talkie?
Yeah. I will.
I haven't got a clue how it works.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the walkie-talkie on passive first and listen to see if there's any pre-existing chatter.
Okay, so you're not really picking up any chatter, but give me a vigilance check as you're flipping through the different channels. And I will say, yes, you do know the sheriff's channel. They're going to totally say they do 5-on-5. Every 5 minutes, you check in on channel 5.
You've done this before.
Yeah, I meant to, because I looked at the 6 walkie-talkies we had. I meant to say that we dispersed that to them.
There's always the prepper 3-on-3, which is every 3 hours check in on channel 3. So with your vigilance check, I will give you, because your big damn triumph is paying off, you totally hear some chatter, very squawky like, kind of, you can't make out voices, but you do know one of them at it sounds like the ambush site that's 2/4 of the way there, says, "Are you sure they're coming this way? I don't see anything. There's some dust on the horizon, but I don't see anything yet. I hope your source at the sheriff's department was good." And you get this other voice that's kind of gritty and grizzled and says, "Shut up. Our source at the sheriff's station is beyond reproach."
Oh, awesome. That's where that threat went, baby. Love it.
That's where that stare was. Yes, during your planning process, the spy was in the room. Now I've revealed my hand. Cool. As they say, just stay on point and ambush anybody that comes through there, since they're working for the law. Which you now have some warning, thanks to that vigilance check at your meeting, that somebody snitched in that sheriff's office. I mean, there's only 10 people in the room. Who could it be?
It is fine. Process of elimination. Kill them all. Squash their heads.
Okay, so since you have that forewarning and you have a walkie-talkie, is somebody going to hit up the sheriff's department?
Good question.
I'm going to hit up the sheriff's department.
Okay, you know that they're on channel 5. Now remember, with radios, people can eavesdrop, as you were eavesdropping yourself.
Yeah, totally. What are you
going to say? Especially if there's a spy listening on that channel.
I'm going to radio back that we got lost. We're going to, to get back on track, we have to take a detour. But at the same time, I'm clicking the radio speaker 3 times to signal 3-on-3.
Ooh.
Huh?
Okay. Do me a favor. Give me either a coercion or a deception when you do that. See if the person you're wanting to particularly get this message to, which is the sheriff, is getting what you're throwing out there. As immediately one of the deputies say, "Don't hurt the van. We spent time restoring her."
And I have, while he's doing that, I have Toaster hand me one of the other radios, which I go to
Yep.
the other guy's
three?
channel to
Oh,
monitor the bad guy's
you
channel.
hear the bad guys. Okay. You're hearing them
Because
talk
we have 6
about.
radios.
Yeah, you got plenty
Yeah,
of
we have.
walkie-talkies. So
I'm gonna.
clearly hear
I
them.
hate to do this, but I'm gonna use a story point.
You're out of story points.
Really? Because my display still says that there are 3.
Yeah, it doesn't always reset.
Refresh.
Yeah,
Oh.
refresh.
You may wanna refresh
moment.
there.
Sync
Yeah.
pool with GM.
Give me a minute. Refreshing.
Yeah. Stand by. Me too.
Buffering. Proceed to
Yeah.
the route.
Is it supposed to take this long?
It shouldn't. It shows you're back.
Oh, sync pool with GM.
Yeah,
That one.
that would have been the first thing to try, but
Yeah, rather than just
right.
refreshing the whole page.
I'll force a player update and see if that fixes it.
Gonna sync pool with GM. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so I am to try deception because I'm trying to. Let's see.
Obviously,
Yeah, I'm
Dr.
trying
Bones
to.
saw this in a video once.
Yeah.
The question
An
is,
old spy.
did the sheriff see that video?
Got one advantage.
How would you like to spend that one advantage? Is obviously the sheriff is not getting the click, click, click. He's like, these dang walkie-talkies seem to be on the glitch, as he replies to you.
The guy that owns the van.
Okay.
Ooh.
Since he's of a technical sort,
Okay.
he may pick up on that.
Okay, I will totally give it. You hear, the sheriff saying, these glitchy walkie-talkies aren't working. And all of a sudden he's like, hey, sheriff, turn off your walkie-talkie real quick. And all of a sudden, a few moments later, you get a click, click, click on channel 3. You get 3 clicks.
Awesome.
Okay. So, I'm going to switch to channel 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to listen.
You get the click, click, click back, like somebody every few moments is hitting three quick clicks.
I think they want you to talk. Do something now, you with Special Man.
Unless you know Morse code.
No, is he somebody we have met? Maybe in the market?
And then eventually, if you don't do anything, you hear the sheriff's voice go, hello?
Yeah, I will respond to that.
Okay.
Sheriff?
Hey, you were right.
Yeah.
That was and you totally know he's got the button pushed down while talking, and he's like, they want us to go to channel 3. You're smarter than you look. Release the button, Sheriff.
Sheriff.
Oh, and he clicks off.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Over.
Yeah. The path that was in the directions, it's a trap. They have snipers up there.
Everybody, halt! As you hear over the radio, he's telling everybody to stop on their horses. As you're hearing the dun 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 dun.
Yeah. And I provide directions on the route that we took to bypass the snipers.
Your
so
nifty little high ground shortcut.
Yeah. Also, you got they mentioned something about a source within sheriff's department. And I think what Deputy Tom keeps saying, he's about to retire. So
they've got
correct there, but all right.
One of my deputies is working with these low down, good for nothing wasteland raiders.
Oh yes, you have Mole Rat.
See, as I was going to be like, yeah, I saw figured out there's a mole rat in the basement of your. But that's all right.
As he immediately tells everyone to hold up, circle around, and he's like, "Y'all be careful when you go to that meeting. If they know it's a trap, they might plan a trap of their own."
They have snipers up on the ridge above the meeting place, so I'm pretty sure it's a trap.
I hope the four of you can handle it until we get there, but we'll be heading the same route you're taking.
Okay.
And just as you guys
Sounds good.
start the engine back up and get ready to head to what you know is an ambush,
Bring
that's
it.
a good place to wrap it up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about building the tension, man. That's brilliant.
As magically Parjet will be sleeping in the back of the van.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
And
She
if
might
Parjet
even be
does not
driving.
join us next time, Parjet will be kidnapped and at the site.
Of course she will. Of course she will. Yeah, whatever. You know.
Well, then we have to commit to going in.
Yeah. We move at the speed of plot. Bring it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Dope.
Cool,
So
Go on.
when is the next session? Has
Ooh.
that been determined yet?
I don't think we have we?
Threw out the dates, but I don't think anybody said 100% whether it's the 19th or the 26th of July.
Of what?
July. I'm pulling up my calendar now.
26 would be better for me.
I can't do either of those.
Oh, are we gonna have a skip for the holidays?
Yeah, I'm away in Norwich on the 19th, and I'm at a LARP on the 26th. Yeah, it's a busy time of year for me, man. And I know I've got no weekends in August, unless I'm working on the 9th, but if I can get an early shift, then 9th of August. Yeah.
What about the 12th? I know it'd be only like 2 weeks from now, but
yeah, I'm free the 12th.
Oh wait! Oh right, okay.
When's the other game, Jim? Is that on the 5th?
The other game is on the 5th.
No, that wouldn't be the 5th. Okay,
yeah.
And it's at it's morning, so that one's happening, right?
Yeah, that one should be happening because we missed this one for that game. And I will be a total wreck because I got a mountain on the 4th for fireworks. So bring lots of energy because your GM will be sleep deprived and exhausted from being up on a mountain in the heat for fireworks.
A mountain?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he does fireworks.
Yep.
Are you doing that off of a mountain?
Yeah. 3rd of July is going to be Casino del Sol. It's going to be the best show in town. And tonight I'm actually doing La Paloma Resorts up in the foothills. It's a baby show. It's like 300 shells, mostly boxes.
Huh?
Whereas tonight's baby show, I have to go to the location at 5. A Mountain, we go up at freaking 10 in the morning and stay up there all day.
Oh, you're joking. Wow.
On the plus side, the fire department brings us a recovery vehicle to hang out and then cool off.
Yeah. Is that your main job?
No, that's just a side gig. That's
a side
I've been
gig.
doing for like 20-something years.
I was going to say, I remember you mentioned it before, yeah.
Sadly, our crew is not doing the local ballparks game on the 3rd because we've got casino on the 3rd. Too many places wanted to do fireworks on the same day at the same time, so we missed out on our 5 shows in 4th of July week. We're only getting 3 shows for the week, but it's fun.
And just for reference, I posted a short clip of the VR experience that I did.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll look at that. Yeah.
The Space Marines.
Because that's cool as
hell. So what did we decide on a date or not?
I'm good with the 12th.
Yeah, I don't know yet. There might be something on
the Facebook chat. 7/12 ?
Yeah, that might be on the cards.
That works.
Yeah.
Put it out. See.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
And then we will consider
But we got
August the dog days
target.
of summer, and we'll have a miss for August.
Yeah,
Or-
August is wild for me, man.
Or if things go really well and you get the items you need, we could wrap up the campaign once you have the power device fixed.
What? Just
Well,
as we get a vehicle? Oh man.
See how we get on, you know.
I'm
Well,
just throwing out
whatever we do, I don't want to, whatever we do, I don't really want to stop playing with you guys, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it wouldn't be a stop playing. It would
I
be if you
enjoy it.
wanted to start a different campaign or something else.
Yeah, do something else. Yeah, whatever.
Did you want to try Daggerheart?
I don't
I'm-
own the
I'm
online
easy.
version of it, but I own the real book, and I really do enjoy it. It's not bad at all. It's
Is it good?
so
Yeah,
powered by
I've
the
seen a
apocalypse.
few.
I know that through Nexus, Daggerheart is now available. Roll20.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And I got the book in PDF, so I could actually circulate everybody.
Yeah.
Their website gives you all of the cards and all of the SRD for free.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're basically
Yeah.
giving everything away except the artwork because, since they're paying their artists, they can't, freely give away the art.
Oh,
So,
no. Too right.
Because the game comes with like 300 cards of basically the ancestry, your culture you come from, the different classes, and the powers you pick from each level. And the artwork is beautiful, but you can get the card itself as just the card. Also, if you check out their site, they've got what D&D used to call the Unearthed Arcana, for playtesting stuff. They have on Daggerheart.com the Void, and that's where they playtest stuff. They've got 4 new classes already that they've come up with: the Warlock, the Assassin, the Witch, and something else. I forgot what it was. Oh, it's the Monk. They call it Fighter, but it's basically a monk. And they've also put out their more ancestries, so you can have basically, for those D&D folks, Gensai, half something, half elemental, earth, wind, fire. So they've released those already. So they are totally giving away the kingdom for stuff, which I think is great.
Okay.
And if you have not bought the Daggerheart book, which is currently sold out everywhere, when it's back in stock in July, because that's when they're going to be getting a second run of printing, it's $60 for a 300+ page rulebook, player's handbook, bestiality, all in one deal, and the card sheet, which is a great price value. Bestiary.
Okay.
No. You heard him right, Neil. You heard him right. I know where you're going with this. You guys out in Arizona, I get it. It's lonely in the desert, man.
So Daggerheart's available on Roll20 though. That's the big.
I saw that
it
is. I haven't looked into it yet because I was waiting until we have a group before I end up purchasing some more stuff on Roll20 for a different RPG. But if you guys are interested in that, I am more than willing to pick it up so we can play it there. Because I
Daggerheart,
Otherscape from Son of Oak and Legends of the Mist, those do not have Roll20 support yet. You know how City of Mist instantly got a cool setup? The other two have not gotten one yet, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, so Daggerheart core book, Demiplane Nexus. So what's the Demiplane Nexus?
Demiplane is a online character sheet website. Yeah. It's sort of like D&D Beyond.
Okay.
You can build a character online. I've not played in Nexus, but I know Nexus is trying to compete with D&D Beyond because they basically do the same thing, but apparently better. They
that's why they partnered with Roll20, isn't it?
Yeah. Because that way they integrate better.
If you back I backed the Avatar Last Airbender game, and I'm sure you got access to that other platform with the Kickstarter.
Oh,
Demiplane. I'm sure you did.
So if you guys are interested in September to start something like that, just let me know.
Okay. Well, it's something we can talk about,
Yeah.
But let's kill these bad guys first.
Sounds
Well,
good.
no, yeah.
I will throw out there as a GM the Daggerheart game mechanics. Totally read the book because they give great GM tips, and it's funny how many things us old school GMs from back in the day used to do. Stuff like campaign frames is basically just your splash sheet to sell the campaign, or special rules. And a lot of the stuff they put in there of here are things you should do, they're basically shit us old school GMs have been doing for decades. It's just nobody's ever written it down saying this is something you can do to help your players.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check it out more. Yeah, I've seen some very basic videos on it. But
yeah, it's a great RPG. I mean, it really is. And one cool thing you can do is they have the species they call ancestries. You can actually hybrid characters. So if you want to have a human turtle person, because they've got 12 ancestries right off the bat, covers every fantasy creature. You can actually mix and match by taking the top power of one ancestry and the bottom power of another ancestry, and you've mixed and matched your character.
Oh, I see. Like multi-classing a race almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
so you could be
sorry about doing this, but I gotta go.
Okay.
No, you're good.
All right. Best of luck with the cat.
Good news.
Thank you. I'll check in with you guys later.
Yeah, cheers, man. All the best.
Definitely check out the book because it's got some cool shit in it. It's
okay. Good. Cool.
It's the best mix of Genesys system powered by the Apocalypse and D20 D&D blended all together.
Now that's a ringing endorsement from Jim Spring.
Yeah.
Right.
Why haven't they put that on their website, man? Seriously.
Well, I've yet to get any actual official game groups yet, other than just playing around with, futzing around with some friends. Because I'm still doing some learn to plays, but we've been having bad times getting people to go out in this heat to actually play.
Oh, really? But
if we're getting the D20 lobby for it, I might do more online ones. I'm just saying. Okay. Good call. All right, I better get ready because I got 4 hours before I gotta leave.
Okay, so real quick, how come I'm not finding?
What are you looking
listed under recipient? Well, I'm trying to find you as a recipient. I'm gonna buy it for you.
Aw, you don't have to, dude.
How does that work?
Well, you do so much. I want to go ahead and do that.
If
you're looking for me on Roll20, it's under my old Hotmail address, which is uanuiil@hotmail.com. I'll totally send it to you. How about that? Okay. Because all of my money has been spent on my personal account, not the podcast's account, so I figured why buy 2 accounts. Yeah, send that, and then also how are you listed? Just Jim? On Roll20? Yeah. I think it's saying gift recipient, but under what? Under Jim Springer, or it should be Jim Springer, I think. Okay. I'm just trying to select. It has like a drop down of all these people that I apparently interacted with or something. Because I do have 2 accounts. One that is the first Roll20 account I ever made, which is the one I just keep using since I put money on buying stuff. I might as well keep it that one. And then there's the backup one for the podcast that gets to lurk. Okay. So if I ever want to send me the information, show the GM screen. Okay. Yeah, send me the info and then I'll buy it for you. It's only $35.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Right? So, watch that video I posted. It's real short, but it's pretty cool.
I will. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, man.
All right, guys.
Awesome. Good work. Thank you, Jim. Really appreciate it. Great to hang out with you guys again. Hopefully we'll get Guntis next time. All being well.
Yep. All
All right.
Later, guys.
Cheers, guys. Take care now.
Bye. Bye.